Hello, it is Laura Key, the Realty Goddess, and welcome to my broadcast. I have a question for you. If it's such a bad time to buy real estate, then why are the wealthy still doing it? According to a report by Housing Wire, 75% of people recently polled by Fannie Mae felt pessimistic about the real estate market and that it's not a good time to buy a house. So, if you are among the many who feel that way and you're thinking about holding off for prices to come down, you're not alone. Considering that interest rates are up and prices haven't dropped as much as buyers would like, it isn't surprising to hear that news. But some marginally qualified potential home buyers have legitimately been priced out of the market. But many others are simply being cautious, not wanting to make a mistake by buying in this market, especially when so many other buyers don't seem to think it's a good time to buy. But that still leaves 25% of people who don't think it's a bad time to buy real estate. Who are they? And why do they feel that way? Well, wealthy people may not compromise that entire 25%, but they're at least among the people who feel like it's a fine time to buy real estate. Yahoo Finance just reported that billionaires have a growing appetite for buying houses, even as the market slows down. That's probably sounding like apples to oranges comparison. After all, the wealthy, well, they have wealth. But they can afford to buy real estate regardless of whether the market is up, down, hot, or not. It often seems like the rich get richer and the poor get poorer even when times are tough. Perhaps even more during those times. People have every right to look that way, but it probably won't make them any wealthier. The more productive thing to do would be to look at what the wealthy are doing during times like this that the majority of people aren't doing, and consider following their lead. According to the Yahoo article, buying real estate is particularly appealing to them because, one, it's a liability that tends to appreciate over time. Two, it provides significant tax benefits. Three, it can be used as collateral. Four, it can be passed to their heirs with little or no penalty. Generally speaking, wealthy people take on debt and liabilities that make or save them money. So while they can certainly make bigger purchases with less concern than the average person, they aren't in the habit of making decisions that will lose them money, if it can help it. So if they're buying real estate in the current market, it's a pretty good sign that they're not worried about losing money on a house in the long run. Real estate is, and always has been, meant as an asset that provides many long-term benefits. So if you've been thinking about buying a house, but you have concerns about whether you'll be able to get a good interest rate, or you're paying too much, or you might lose money, take all of that into consideration. House values may seem high right now, but over time, they're likely to be even higher. And since the majority of people seem to be pessimistic and hesitant to buy right now, you might be able to find yourself a better deal than you otherwise could. So the takeaways of this: nearly 75% of people feel like now is not a good time to buy a house. But the wealthy, they're still buying real estate. While it's easy to say that the wealthy don't care about whether the market is bad since they have more assets and capital to work with, they're also not likely to make such relatively large purchases if they feel they're going to lose money. So if you've been hesitant to buy because you're worried about paying too much or losing money, take into consideration and know that buying a house is a solid long-term investment. Capitalize on the fact that the majority of people are pessimistic and buy a house while there's less competition and a better chance of negotiating the price down. In other words, the right time to buy is when you're ready. Simple as that. Have a good day. I am Lori Key, also known as the Realty Goddess. I look forward to working with you soon. Bye.